Welcome back to the channel for another Italian theme park vlog.
Hello everyone.
And today we are going to be at Mirabilandia. The queue to get in the park was an absolute nightmare, but hopefully it's still not too busy. We're going to start the day with this Intamin water coaster, Dive Vertical. It says that this opens at 11, which is a bit disappointing. We might try a look with iSpeed, see if that opens any earlier. Well, there's definitely people on iSpeed, so I think we'll start with this instead of waiting for nothing. There is two queues, but I don't know what the other one's for. We're in the one with most people, because normally that would be the main queue, but there's not really enough signage around. Kiddie Monster, that is an awful name, my god. Turns out now this is actually the front row queue. We've queued about 25 minutes. Time for speed. I'm not saying this for the first time, but time for speed.
Time for speed, Monster.
Time for iSpeed.
That was good.
The sense of speed on it is incredible, and because it has a longer layout than most launch coasters like that, that's really good. This inversion here is probably my favourite part of the ride. It's so snappy. It's got a couple of decent airtime pops on it too. I'm a massive fan of that. Definitely got to ride it again. Front row would be incredible. Been waiting about 25 minutes for Dive Vertical. They just sent out an empty boat and something doesn't seem quite right. It's really annoying. Park's been open for about an hour and a half now. We've only managed to get on one ride. We were quite close to the front, but they just said closed and everybody left. iSpeed's queue looks at least an hour, if not way more. There's some little credit here. Oh, there's a massive queue for it. Queue's moving pretty quick, so we're going to get on La Proto Express. And that might just be my most shameless credit yet. I kind of roped this guy into it, so he's got nothing to do with it. But we waited about 20 minutes, considering there's still a lot of other things to do. Yeah, I don't know, we just didn't want to walk past it, because we've been walking past a lot of things today and not being able to get on them. We're now coming up to the infamous Ducati World, which has Desmo Race, which apparently is always closed, but I've just seen two cars over there going round.
Kiddie Monster.
Oh. It does look pretty good, to be fair. Obviously it is just testing now, but that could be a sign it'll be open later. There goes Katun, and I know we've made a lot of questionable decisions today, and this could be another one. I'm going to save this to a little bit later, because if I time it right, this could become my 250th credit. So now we're going to try and get on Master Thai. For once, the queue here doesn't actually seem that bad. It's got a really weird station, this. It's like a Mobius loop coaster, I think. A lot of really weird rides here, I'm starting to notice. They try and have banking like that, and they really think they did something, but it's so rough. And we did actually do basically 2 laps, so it's like Grand National, but you go around twice. There was some airtime. There's nothing really like that. After that, I'm on 248, so I just need to do one more credit somewhere around the park. And then it'll be time to make Katun number 250. It looks like they've got a Hopkins shoot the chute ride, just like Tidal Wave at Thorpe Park. It's got a massive queue. I'm also in awe at actually how tall Katun is. It's absolutely massive. But for now, I think there's a powered coaster here that we'll do. There's some queue times. Rexplorer apparently on 0 minutes, what we're about to do now. iSpeed 15. I don't know about those queue times. The queue times seem very strange because they're not really advertised very much across the park, but this is going to be more than 0 minutes, isn't it? It's got a wonky station and a very basic figure of 8 layout. That's probably the worst power coaster I've ever done. The layout is kind of dizzying and it spends way too long going slowly on banked sections. All of your weight is on the person next to you. It's time to step things up a bit. It's actually really nicely landscaped and themed as well. Oh god, no! They are taking a train off the track. The track is coming back. That can only mean one thing. I'm going to be on one train up on Katun for the rest of the day. It seems like the large trains are going to carry the capacity through. Had to cut the recording in the station short because apparently we're not allowed to film in this station. The guy that told me that also explained that the second train has been taken off because most people go for lunch, but it should be back on in the afternoon. But yes, I have been on Katun and I love it. Second ride on Katun on the front row this time. I'll let you know my overall thoughts after I get off. It's very, very forceful, and it's kind of like the European Montu. However, I think Montu's layout is a bit more interesting, so I'd have to say I prefer Montu just about, but maybe this is better than Nemesis. Honestly, all top tier inverts are so close together. Really feels like it beats you up in a good way. Not that it's rough or anything, but in terms of the G-forces, you get off and you feel like you're struggling to walk, and that's how a proper B&M invert should feel. Time for Gold Digger. Fucking hell, that goes round quick. We're still on Gold Digger. The operations on this are way too quick for the ride system, so there's so much stacking. We stopped halfway round because of a block. That was actually quite fun. Good laterals on that. The Man City towers have quite a big queue, and it's just the same as every shot tower in the world, so I don't really think it's worth it. I don't know what this is, but we accidentally walked up a dead end, so it looks like we're going on Monosauro. It's a monorail inside a dinosaur egg. Oh, that was really short and probably not worth it. There's now people at the top of Divertical trying to get that fixed, so whilst we wait for that, we'll get back on iSpeed. Could definitely use a bit of a new paint job. In this case, the front row queue might even be quicker than the main queue.
Found a guy who's the opposite of Desmo Race.
What a rush. Just had a third ride on iSpeed, and I think that for me is definitely a top 15 coaster. It's up there with Cheetah Hunt, and it might be a better ride than Cheetah Hunt, but personally there's just something about Cheetah Hunt that I can't let go of. Divertical's also back open, so we're going to do that now, hopefully. That was a proper soaker. Compared to the clone of this at Energylandia, I think this was a lot better. Genuinely, that was really good. As far as water rides go, that might actually be one of the best I've done. We're going to go on the giant Wonder Wheel now. Whilst we're up here, I'm going to give my thoughts on the Ducati Worlds behind me and Desmo Race, which has not been open all day. And I also noticed on the park map just recently that it actually says it's permanently closed. I'm not sure why they were testing it in the morning, but from the test rides it looked really rattly, really rough. Can't see it having a good capacity, and it takes up quite a lot of space as well. So honestly, whoever's at Mirabilandia, I don't know what you were thinking with this investment. Nice views, snacks consumed, time to do Katun. That leaves Ed on 199 credits with none left.
Yeah. That makes me realise that if I did Blue Tornado on Tuesday, I would be on 200 credits.
Nearly 5:30 and we've still got the other two trains in the maintenance shed. The queue's getting a bit longer. Just had a third and fourth and final ride on Katun. I still do prefer Montu over this because I think the second half of the layout just lacks a bit of inspiration, but the first elements are absolutely incredible. A very intense vertical loop followed by an amazing 0G roll, just like every 0G roll. We're gonna go in El Dorado Falls. Could be in for a soaking here. Happy Pride. Just like that, we're soaked again. It's nothing that one last ride on iSpeed can't fix though. That was too close to comfort. I only just found out that they have a river rapids. We don't have enough time to do this and iSpeed, and I think we'd rather get one more ride on iSpeed. It's time for our last ride of the day on iSpeed. Bad news, guys. Fortunately, the queue for iSpeed looks longer than we've ever seen it before, and I don't think there's any point waiting there because we could well be there for an hour. Our bus leaves in 50 minutes, so 3 rides is all it's going to be on iSpeed. With that said, those 3 rides were very enjoyable, and I feel like I've still got a very good feel from it, and I think we have both agreed that it is the best ride in the park. We have come back to do these river rapids, by the way, because surely these won't have much of a queue. Hamster wheel time. Waterfall time. Okay, yeah, this did actually get you wet. Apart from that though, driest ride. What the fuck? What was that?
It was wetter than I expected.
It wasn't very good. Honestly, I got wetter on iSpeed because I peed. I can't actually think of the last time my last ride of the day wasn't on a coaster. I was trying to order some fries and this... What the... I wonder if they've caught Kiddie Monster yet. Overall thoughts on Mirabilandia. It's a below average park with 2 way above average roller coasters. But I do have to reiterate that the 2 coasters it does have are absolutely amazing. Even if it had just one of iSpeed or Katun, it would be worth a visit. So the fact that both of them are here, yeah, it's worth visiting for sure. So that has been part 2 of our small Italian heatwave trip. If you haven't seen the first one, we were at Gardaland a couple of days ago. Make sure you check that one out. But for now, thank you for watching. Our bus is waiting for us and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Buckle up, it's a drill ride.